Hi everyone and welcome back. This week with Apex Point Racing League, we're at Blue Moon Bay Speedway, Infield A, for the penultimate round for Season 7. And this is a short and tricky track. I've qualified in midfield again, no doubt with some fast guys behind me, as you can see, and I'm trying to just hold my position here, but the cold tyres are not helping a lot. You can see the fast guys behind me as I just run a bit wide on the dirty side of the track and sneak back on behind them. I'm sitting in last place pretty much at this stage, but that's okay. It's a long way to go, and this is all a part of the learning. I'm running down fairly close to the back of all of these guys, as is in front of me, and I just give him a little tap as we get to the second last turn before the main straight. Sorry about that, I wasn't really sure what had happened there. I just touched him and upset him and away he went. You just see on the replay here where I just touch him and then lose it myself. So again, sorry Az. So we're hanging in here now for the next few laps, trying to pick up some of the time that we've lost. We're well back off the back now, and the other guys are long gone, fair way up the road, so I'm really trying to push as hard as I can here now that the tyres are up to temp, and just working hard on lap pace and not making any more mistakes. Can't afford to be off the track again, or I'll never catch back up. I'm running the hard tyres. I'm going for a single stop strategy, which will be different to a lot of the faster guys, but the difference between the hard and the soft was only about 1.5 seconds a lap for me, so it really didn't provide enough difference to warrant a two-stop in my case. You'll see here that at the end of the first lap, Simon's already been in and changed his tyres. So a totally different strategy for the fast guys up front. You can see just Simon ahead of me here now after he's put some much quicker tyres on, and he'll be well up the road as we go forward. I won't be able to hold onto him for a great deal of time, but he did help drag me back up to the other runners because I could pace myself off the back and try and copy his lines, braking points and turn-ins. So we come down to finish another lap, and we'll see some of the other faster guys starting to pit as we come through. You just see up ahead, Porky's just come out of the pits as well, so he stopped on lap 2. Simon undercut him a little. There's not much in it, and these are the two fast guys, certainly, or two of the fast guys. There's plenty of them in Clubman. No doubt some of these guys will be moving up to the next league from Season 8. So fortunately I can tack on the back here of another fast driver and continue to try and pull back some time. This is a tricky point, this corner, right out to the wall there. On the hards I struggled a little. I was having to go back into second gear to get rotation. I found if I stayed in third I'd end up rushing the wall. Probably didn't quite have the line into that corner right, or the braking point right, something most of the other guys could go there through there in third. This part of the track I was pretty happy with. I was running the same gears there. I was in third for that corner, and through here my pace was pretty reasonable for me anyway, and using most of the track, hitting the apexes by and large, which is something I've been working on over the last few weeks. So we're now on the 5th lap, again right out to the wall and then tucked down tight. The other guys didn't tend to get down that low, I don't think, and you can see the fast guys starting to pull away again. So again, a 12, mid 12, pretty slow compared to most of the other people on track. I did do a mid 11. So, as I said, 11s and 12s are about the numbers. So, Lakey's been in the pits and he's quicker than I am, so I'll find a spot here where I can just ease up and let him through. Yeah, these dropouts are a bit of a pain. Every time at that turn I get the video dropout for some reason, and a few guys got disconnected at that point as well. So I've just slowed to the side, let Lakey go, and then tack on behind again and use him as a reference, try and learn some more. Bit wide there compared to him, different line, but just holding on. You can see a lot slower than my fastest lap, and maybe just trying to beat that corner off a little too much and losing some pace there. Fast guys are already in the low 9s, so I'm about 3 seconds a lap down on the fastest guys. In the end, I think I got a low 10 later on. We'll see that lap hopefully come up once we're on the softs. So, getting good sector times early in the lap, but tend to fade off later. So, another mid 11, so getting quicker all the time, and as has been in the pits, and again, he'll be quicker than I am, so find a spot that's safe where I can give him some space and he can get through and chase down the other midfield guys. So yep, slowing here, letting through, and then follow soon thereafter without getting in the way. Better than last week, where it was a long time after the cars had passed before I got back up to speed. So picking up a few tricks week in, week out, which is great. You can see Chris has gone in to get his tyres, and I'll pass him on the straight, and he'll be behind me, generally quicker than I am, so I'll be keeping an eye on the mirrors to see if he's going to catch me when he gets out of the pits. So make sure I'm not holding any of the fast guys up. Just not fair and really pointless, because I'm just not that quick over a full lap. But with these pit stops and a different strategy, that's helped me pick up some time to the mid pack, and you can see here up ahead of me, Russ just gets wide on the marbles and he's in the wall, and So one of those spots I lost earlier, I've got back, and now running in 11th with Azza, who I managed to take off the road earlier, just up ahead. Tricky little final kink there before you come down towards the hook onto the main straight. Pretty much lap after lap similar here, so I'll just speed it up and not bore everyone's socks off with lots of laps that are the same. And again, we're just sitting in that 12s or high 12s from time to time. Again, a good final sector there, which got me into mid 11s. You can see Rupert in the pits there. So the two stoppers are now going for their stops. I was aiming on stopping around about lap 24, 25 so that I didn't run the softs for too many laps. I could get about 15 or 16 decent laps out of the softs in practice, so that was the game plan, and I didn't change. Even when I could see the others around me doing different things, I stuck to the strategy that I decided on during practice. So another good lap. High 11s. I'm pretty happy if I was doing 11s. Some of the timing is a bit deceptive because I would be slowing for the faster guys to get through with the blue flags, so those laps are really not quite there. Here you'll see probably the fastest lap of the first of the hard stint coming up. We put in a decent lap here and just break 11, so we get down by the barest of margins down into the 10s. We're rounding it up. It's still 11s, but hey, I'll take that anyway. So we'll speed it back up again, so that I'd have a look at that lap where I actually managed to get a 10 on the hards, and the hards were going, would have probably done the whole race if you really had wanted to, but you got to stop for fuel anyway, so pretty pointless. That little bit of time saved changing the tyres I wouldn't think would make a huge difference to my race. So again, I've sped it up here, and we're coming up to my pit stop on lap 20. I'll pit in about 3 or 4 laps. Still a quarter of a tank, so Porsche does really quite well on fuel. It's reasonably economical, and I've come to grips with it. Up ahead we've got here Reaper spinning. There's the yellow flags. And the blue flags are starting to wave now, so about half distance, and the fast guys are starting to catch me. I get past Russ here. He's on a different pit stop strategy, and as is in the pits now, Wolf's in the pits, Camcorp, lots of people in the pits. Ooh, bit wide there. Lucky not to do some more damage, but again, the fast guys will come out of the pit, so I just ease and let them through. Don't want to spoil their race. And I'm holding on reasonably well behind on hards by comparison. So time for the pits. We'll throw a new set of Goodyears on. Put in enough fuel for 16 laps. Didn't really need that because I'd been lapped, so I had 1 lap extra fuel I didn't really need. Could have saved a little bit of time there, but we're back out now on softs, and again blue flags. Someone coming up behind us again. And let's see what sort of pace we can get out of some softs. Lines are better, obviously, and I could actually get through that final bend in third if I got the line in just right. So here comes Simon. He's got his new set of tyres on. I'll find a spot here on the hook, on the horseshoe. Just go wide, let him through, swing back down. Neat and tidy. No harm there. Compared to what I did in the practice lobby when I took him out when I sped up too quick on practice night. So again, we're just holding on, chasing, setting some good sector times, yeah, and we get to a low 10. So pretty comfortable that was about the best I was going to do, unless I could do a little bit better with low fuel, but that was pretty much my pace on the softs. And another mid tens then, so tyres are starting to go away a little bit on the right hand side, still not too bad really. And we're sitting in 10th, and I can see not too far up the road, Wolf and Azza are running together. I think they were about 2.5 seconds up the road from me when I first caught sight of what was happening. And so there was a little bit of incentive to push here and see whether I could get up to the back of them. They were probably saving a bit of fuel or tyres perhaps, and I could take a little bit of advantage of that and see if I could get up the back. I was pretty surprised that I still had a couple of cars behind me, so only 13 started I think, so I've got a couple of cars left behind me. And those guys would generally be up the road from me, so I'm not sure what happened there, but maybe it was the pit stop strategy helped. I haven't really sat down and analysed it, but you can see I'm starting to catch these guys ahead, and I'm getting some good sectors. And with only a couple of laps to go, because I've been lapped, so I won't do the full 41. I'll be a lap short, I think. I'm right towards the back of them, and so this is a little bit unusual territory for me. I'm going, well, what happens if I catch these guys? Be like the dog chasing the car. Won't know what to do, probably. So I'm pushing pretty hard now, and probably pushing a bit hard. Actually, probably overdriving the car a tad as I get a little bit excited by all of this. And the sector times will probably start to reflect that, although that last lap was a low 10, so not too bad, but right on the limit here, and yeah, so probably should have stuck in the slipstream there a little bit better. I've got Porky behind me on the final lap, so I've got to be a little bit cautious with blue flags, but I think we're probably far enough ahead at this stage to be safe enough. So I push as hard as I can. Very slow final lap, down 2 seconds with a bit of overdriving, and in the end we bring it home in 10th, which I was very happy about, considering when I started the race I wasn't all that confident. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on track.